Hi guys, Sarah Louise here. So I'm just doing a very quick video before I go to bed. It's gone midnight, but I just wanted to do a short video just to help you regarding some tips with Facebook Messenger. So if you're watching the rerun, please put the word rerun in the comments and where you're watching from. And if you're watching it live now, if you put the word live and then say where you're watching it from. So this is only going to be about 5 minutes long. It's not going to be long at all this evening. I've got a little bit of a dry throat, so I've got a bit of like a husky voice at the moment, so I'm just going to keep this very short and sweet. But I just wanted to give you some tips regarding Facebook Messenger to help you with your business on Facebook. So I think a lot of people are falling into a trap at the moment where they're spending so long scrolling like this in the news feed, and they're liking and commenting so much on everybody's posts that so much of their time is then spent on Facebook daily, commenting, liking, but that's not making you money, is it? That's not making you the commissions. And I think a lot of people have fallen into a trap now where they think, I must like loads of posts, I must comment on loads of posts, otherwise no one's going to see my content in their newsfeed, no one's going to buy my stuff. So they're putting themselves under pressure to be on Facebook for hours and hours and hours in a day, just liking and commenting and liking and commenting. But what you need to be doing is you need to be spending time in Messenger, not on Facebook. So you can like some posts on Facebook, but set it to like 10 minutes, literally 10 minutes to like some posts and comment on some posts. That's it. Comment on say like 10 posts in a day and that is it. Because your time needs to be spent on income generating activities, and liking and commenting on lots of posts is not going to get you the sales, it's not going to get you the money. And I know a big difference has happened to my business since I moved away from liking and commenting on lots of posts all day every day, and now when I'm in Messenger all day every day, I'm making many more sales, because you only make commissions if you're having conversations. And if you don't talk to people on a one-on-one, you're not going to be able to close a sale, you're not going to be able to have a conversation with that person. If you're only just commenting on a post and they're putting like the word boom or amen or hell yeah, you know, that's not going to get you a sale, is it? It just means you're having a bit of fun with people. So what you need to be doing is on a daily basis, you need to be liking and commenting in your newsfeed on 10 posts. Don't be frightened to unfollow people that you like. Because if your newsfeed is full of the same people every day, and you're liking the same people every day, if after sort of 2 or 3 weeks nothing's happening business-wise with that person, unfollow them so that your newsfeed has got fresh new people in every day. Because if you're liking the same people's content that's never going to buy from you, and you're never going to have a business connection, then they are literally just a Facebook friend, and that's fine. But you don't need to be following them, because every day they're going to be in your newsfeed again. So you're liking and commenting and spending time on somebody that are going to generate you any income into your business. So going into Facebook Messenger, you will actually appear in the person's newsfeed if you're having a conversation with them in Messenger. And I think some people are aware of this. So if you're speaking to John, for example, in Facebook Messenger, you will then appear in John's newsfeed on Facebook. You don't need to be liking John's photographs, John's posts, John's lives to appear on John's posts. If you talk to him in Messenger, you will actually appear on his posts as well. So my advice would be on a daily basis to spend more time in Messenger. When you go into Messenger, you'll see the green buttons. That means people are literally online now ready to talk. So they're your friends already on Facebook. They're not cold messaging people, they are already on your friends list. Now you need to connect with these people and just reach out to them. Got anything planned for the week? You had a nice weekend? What you been up to? Have a quick look on their profile. You know, bring something up, a topic of like say a post that you've found interesting, or some pictures, or did they do something nice? Have they been on a holiday? Have they done something? Bring that up into conversation. It takes you 60 seconds to just quickly look down somebody's profile. But then when you message them, you've got an opening conversation to show that you've had interest in their profile. It's a great conversation starter. Don't go straight in for a pitch. Don't even talk about business. Just literally start that connection. But if you talk to 10, 20, 50 people a day in Messenger, that's going to get you much more business than liking and commenting on 50 people's posts, because that's just not going to turn into sales. You need to be spending more time in Messenger and having actual one-on-one conversations with people, because that's how you get to know someone. That's how you start that relationship building up with people. So you need to be getting into Messenger, because that's the only way that you're going to start having that connection. And then don't feel as though you can't offer benefits to that person. You know, if you see something on the profile and you feel like you could help them, or reach out and say, you know, what do you do as a job? You know, are you looking for another career? People will soon open up to you in Messenger if they are looking for an opportunity or they need help. Then that's then when you're able to then talk to them. You'd never be able to do that on Facebook. This is why you need to be, you know, in Messenger. Also, in the Facebook algorithm, Facebook knows if you're sending a copy and paste message. If you're sending a copy and pasted message to people in Messenger, Facebook know that you're doing that and they're watching you. If you send it to, say, like 50 people in a day, they're going to put you in like Facebook jail because they see you as a spammer. So you need to be making sure that if you are sending a copy and pasted message, that you actually say the person's name. So, hi John, then the copy and pasted message. Hi Julie, copy and pasted message. Because it's not an identical one, is it? Every single one's unique, just by adding the name. Also, people want to be addressed by their name, but don't make the mistake of sending a copy and pasted message to Jane when it should have been like to Mark. A lot of people do that when they're rushing, but people want to be addressed by their name. It makes it much more personable, so you can get away with sending a copy and pasted message, but always make sure you put their name first. Then Facebook algorithm won't pick it up as being an identical spammy message. Then also in Messenger, if you do send a message out to somebody and they don't respond after they've read it, or they don't open it, Facebook then see that your relationship isn't legit. And again, they see you as almost like a spammer. So they're going to stop showing your content in their newsfeed. So just be very, very careful that you're not killing off your audience by sending, say, like 50 messages out in a day, and then you're getting, say, like 30 people who don't reply. You've basically killed off a relationship with like 30 people. So this is why Facebook's all about relationship building first. Don't try and run before you can walk. It's better to build up a relationship with people slowly. Know, like, and trust you, they'll do business with you. So you can talk to people in Messenger just very briefly for 5 minutes, then make an excuse that you need to go. You know, I'm going to the gym, I'm going out for lunch, I need to pop out, I've got somebody coming over. But you've just touched base with them for 5 minutes. So you're not talking for ages and wasting your time, but you just keep touching base with these people so that they get to know who you are, and they don't feel like you're trying to pitch to them or to try and sell to them. They feel as though you're actually genuinely getting to know them, because you need to know what they're like in their personality as well. Because if they're going to be joining your team, you're going to be dealing with them on a daily basis. So, you know, it's just as important for you to be assessing their personality, to think, are they coachable? Would I want to work with this person? Would they be an asset to my team? And would they get on with my team members? So you've got to think that by having this brief conversation with them, you build up that rapport and think, well, actually, would I even want to work with this person? If you don't, then you sort of like, you know, strike that one off and on to the next. But all of this can be done in Messenger in a very, very short space of time. But I just keep seeing all these posts on Facebook, you know, like all these quotes, all this inspiration. And it's nice to do that, but is that going to get you any sales? And I don't believe it will. I always try, if I do a motivational quote or an inspirational quote, I'll do it in my own words, that's trying to give like people a bit of like a kick up the arse to say, you know, be more and do more. But I don't go and get just like a quote off Google and just put it on, because that's not connecting again with your audience, is it? The whole point of having a business online is to try and make money and to try and improve your career and to have longevity in it. So you need to think, how can you be connecting with your audience? And you need to be making sure that what you're posting is mirroring what they're looking for. So what they're looking for and what you say should meet in the middle, and then that's when you get the perfect partnership. So if you're just putting like random quotes out there, they're not going to think, oh yeah, I really want to work with Sarah because that's a great quote. What they are going to see is if you write something that they think, wow, yeah, that really made me think. Because you want to be tapping into like their mind all the time, of them thinking like, wow, yeah, she really knows what she's talking about. If you're just posting a quote off Google, that's not your own word, it's not your own content, so they're not going to connect with you. So you've got to think that everything that you're doing, everything you're saying, everything you're posting is really to connect, to make sales. It's to connect with your audience, to build a relationship. So the more unique you can tap into your content for your audience, you have to think about what would they want to see, what would they want to hear to buy from me or join my team or get to know me. Then you have to post the content that is relevant to your niche. So, you know, don't feel like you've got to follow suit with everybody else and do the same as everybody else. Actually just be your own unique person and stand out, because then people will warm to you for your uniqueness and you want to stand out. And again, by doing these posts and driving people to your page and them connecting with you, then you can then take that conversation into Messenger. But you need to make sure that your content is clearly showing what you do, because there's so many people on Facebook that I don't believe are letting people know what they do. It's too much inspiration, it's too much motivation, too many quotes. And then I think to myself, what does that person actually do as a career? What do they actually do? And while you don't need to be like, oh, I'm in this company and I sell this, it still needs to be clear enough on your page what you're all about. Like, you know, I am very clear that I sell educational courses. I'm very clear that I'm involved in cryptocurrency. So it's very clear what I do. But you have to ask yourself, is it clear what you do? Is your message being clear? Are you being consistent every single day? Because if you're not, people will just find people that are, and then they'll go to them and they'll spend money with them rather than spending money with you. And you've got to make sure that your audience are clear as to what you're doing. And then if you're consistent every single day doing this, and then you're reaching out to people in Messenger and you're talking to 10 to 50 people every single day, there's no reason why you won't be getting consistent results and, you know, $10,000 a month plus. But if you're spending all day liking and commenting on Facebook and you've got all these great new friends that you're having a great time with, but you're not making any sales, you have to really reassess your DMO, which is your daily method of operation. You have to think to yourself, am I spending too much time doing this and liking and commenting? And one last point just before I go, if you're in your news feed and you're going like, oh, I like that post, yeah, like that video, like that, yeah, like that. Facebook algorithm knows exactly how long it takes based on the characters on a post, exactly how long. So if you had a post this long, Facebook would know how many lines is in it and how long it would take the average person to read it. If you go like, yeah, like, Facebook knows that you're actually not genuinely reading it, and they know that if you've liked a video and you haven't watched it, they literally know everything. So if you're just going like this, thinking, oh, I want to appear in this person's newsfeed, so I'm going to like 50 of their posts, they're actually going to stop you being seen on their newsfeed full stop, because Facebook know what you're up to and they know that you're not being legit. So make sure that when you are liking content and you are liking videos on Facebook, that you are genuinely reading what it says and you're not just going like, because it's going to be reducing your visibility. And the more things you do that Facebook don't like, they can reduce your visibility down to 1%. So out of all your Facebook friends, you can have as little as 1% of people actually seeing what you post. So you could be providing amazing value and have great posts, but then nobody's actually seeing your content. So just make sure that you are doing what you should be doing. And if you watch a video, stay and watch it till the end. If you read a post, make sure you read it all. And you're not just going and liking, thinking that it's going to work to your advantage, because it's actually doing the opposite and it's going to kill off your visibility. So I hope there's been some helpful tips here, and sorry I sound like I'm really out of breath. I've got really bad hay fever, and it's really affecting my my throat and my breathing. So I do apologise if I sound a bit like I'm almost like out of breath. So I'm going to go, but thanks very much for watching, everybody. I do appreciate it, and I'm going to go now and read all of the comments. So I'll do another Facebook Live tomorrow with some more golden nuggets. Take care, guys. Good night. Bye. I'm still here.